Okay, I'm gonna wait for people to hop on. I feel like this is a much anticipated look, probably because I have a couple of cancers in my life, and so they've been waiting for this one. Okay. It is still so cold in my house, but I got a bunch of new stuff. I can't even believe I'm buying makeup, you guys. Like, it's crazy. I got a bunch of new stuff, and so I want to talk about that real quick, and then I'm going to do this again. So if you're just hopping on, hi. I'm going to wait for some people to get on, but I, like I said, did get a bunch of new stuff, and so I want to chit chat. This is just like a lip treatment that helps sort of moisturize my lips, because I'm not drinking enough water, you guys, so tisk on me. Ooh. I already wet my blender thing. This is the first time I've ever owned anything like this, you guys. Like, this is crazy. The fact that I have a slew of makeup is so beyond me. Actually, funny story. I had a couple friends message me and they were like, I can't believe how you learn things. Like, it was funny. I was talking to my friend Erin last night and she was like, you told me one day you were going to learn TikTok, and then like a week later you're doing all these crazy videos, and now you're saying like, I'm going to learn makeup, and now look at you. Like, so I just thought it was really funny because that's just the kind of person I am. When I am freaking in it when I'm in it, I am in it. I want, I want to learn it all. I'm wanting to, I wanted to learn the moon. And so I was like, well, if I'm going to learn the moon, then I better do it all in. And so everything I do, I give it 110% of myself. And at the end of it, if I love it, then I keep it in my repertoire. If I don't, then I'm like, bye. So for this whole thing, like I've learned before I drop my shit, I've learned a lot. And I'm really happy with kind of how much I've progressed. I was looking back at my Pisces video and I was like, damn, that shit was a train wreck. And I'm surprised that people stuck on as long as they did. So that was that. I think the videos have gotten better. You guys, this time last year, I didn't know how to do video. I didn't do anything with makeup. Like, this just goes to show you that with a little bit of effort, like you can learn things completely out of your comfort zone. Like, push yourself to the limit. I mean, quarantine for me has been all about, there we go. You could think I had these labeled by now. Quarantine for me has been all about learning things. I've spent the entire 2020 learning everything I possibly can. And so I just suggest that. Makeup was something that was on my dream board or vision board or whatever you guys want to call it. And it's something that was really, I don't know. I turned over 30 and I'm in a year one. And it was just, if you do numerology, for me, it was just like, I really wanted to add more things to my repertoire. I wanted to be more feminine. I wanted to, understand myself better and do all this stuff. And I think that I've really done that. And I know 2020 has been crazy for a lot of people, but I feel like overall, if you made it the best that you could, then you survived. So my name is Nicole, for those of you that are just coming on. I would imagine that you know that by now, if you've been following this. So today I'm going to do Cancer. I'm actually really nervous AF for this one just because I have so many cancers and they've been patiently waiting, and they'd ask me every day, when are you doing Cancer? And so I'm really nervous for this one because I don't want to botch it. So with that being said, I want to mention that everything I use, now really everything, except for this cool little glitter stuff because Sabella doesn't have that. But now I finally got my black eyeliner in. I had been using a black eyeliner from BH Cosmetics, and let me tell you guys, it's actual just garbage. And I am like not a person, I'm telling you, don't really take makeup advice from me, but I'm a person that was like, this isn't easy to use. It doesn't go on very well. It didn't go over the eyeliner. It was just freaking crap. So I don't recommend it, but I do recommend their glitter. Like, they have this glitter eyeliner. This shit's legit. Their glitter pigment, on point. The rest of it, nah. Everything else I use from a company called Sabella. You can only buy it through an affiliate link, which is freaking awesome. So if you guys need that, let me know. All of their makeup is vegan, cruelty-free, which I love. Their packaging is recyclable, which is also amazing because we're all about, taking care of the planet. It's actually very important to me because I think, especially the more I step into my spirituality, the more I realize that we take way too much from Mother Earth and we don't give enough back. So with that being said, the last but not least, I am doing a contest. I'm just a chick on your Facebook that really loves astrology, and I thought, oh, Halloween was a perfect time to mix astrology and something I wanted to learn. So Sabella is doing all the makeup. Like I said, you have to purchase through an affiliate link. It's through an online wholesale club that I shop at. I literally get my cleaners and laundry soap there, and to think that they had salon quality makeup that's like drugstore prices blew my mind. And so we've been using a couple of things. So like the moisturizer I put on, it's actually an overnight moisturizer, but because my skin is so dry because I'm in a desert and it's the winter, I've been using that one and my skin is feeling a lot better. In addition, oh yes, my contest. So I'm doing a contest. If you are been like kind of going through this, you hear me talking about astrology a lot and you're just like, what the hell is this chick talking about? I am an astrologer in training. I told you I've been, doing a lot of studying, and I'm offering a full astrology reading, not just like some wimpy little one you can find online. Like, I've invested in the technology. You're going to get your lot of fortune, which will tell you all of the most important days of every single month that you can manifest, which is just, if you're religious, it's just kind of praying through like optimal times. And you'll get a complete life path reading, and in about 6 months I should be able to do a little more like past life readings if you believe in reincarnation. If you don't, then don't worry about it. But like I said, I'm Catholic and I do believe in reincarnation. So with that being said, I'm Catholic, so this stuff kind of makes sense to me. And like I said, but some people aren't, and so it doesn't. Anyways, you're going to get all of that. And you also get the lot of fortune. You're going to get where all the stars and the planets and asteroids and all this cool stuff. So you're going to get the full reading. So how to do it? You comment on your sun signs. If you're a Cancer, you'll comment here. If you're a Pisces, you'll go there. If you're an Aries, you're going to have to wait to the end, which I know is killing you because you're impatient. It's okay though, because I'm an Aries too, and you got to save the best for last. Taurus will be on Halloween, which is a full moon in Taurus, so I thought it was fitting. It like literally worked out perfectly, divinely perfect. So with that being said, you'll get an entry for commenting on your sun sign. You will get an entry for commenting on your rising sign. You'll get an entry for every person that you tag that participates. You'll get an entry for sharing it. Whoever has the most entries on each video wins. And then on November 1st, the Day of the Dead, Aries is going to come in and she is going to tell you who won each one. So you're going to want to be there early on the 1st because I am, it's a very sacred day. I'm going to be doing a lot of cooking. And so I want to get it kind of up and done. I'm really excited. So, okay, I put the moisturizer on, then I put a foundation primer, and then I'm using my foundation stick to kind of cover up some of my stuff. So how this works is I am going to go ahead and start, and you guys are just going to kind of be on the experience with me. I'm using my BB cream because it's really breathable, and I like the way that it feels. I am going to do some contouring, so I'm going to kind of combine. Oops. I don't even know if you're allowed to do that. I don't know. They're completely two different consistencies, this BB cream and the foundation powder. I have no idea, but we're going to find out together because, like I said, I'm not a makeup artist and I'm just learning. So here we go. So Cancer. Cancer is our cardinal water sign. Its ruler is the moon. So it is the other sign that never goes into retrograde. With that being said, the keywords are nurturing, enclosing, protecting, and intuitive. Their functional expression is sensitive, emotional intelligence, nurturing, psychic, family-oriented, empathic, and reliable. Their dysfunctional expression is hypersensitive, overly emotional, extreme selfishness, fearful, overprotective, and smothering. So for those of you that were born with a sun in Cancer, you are likely to be motivated by the urge to establish an emotional connection with others and then to take action to nourish, support, and protect them. Cancer is a water sign, and so concerns with emotions, intuition, imagination, and the psyche, it is more prevalent for them because they are the cardinal sign, which means that they have the implying need to react. Within this realm of emotion, Cancers are likely to be actively engaged. Emotional ties that bind them to those that they care about is their primary concern. For instance, Cancer is strongly associated with family and domestic life. Home is the natural domain of the Sun in Cancer, and so for here is kind of where they find their strength. Home life is especially important, and Cancers often need to feel safe and secure within a loving home environment in order to feel at ease. For this reasons, Cancers are going to spend a lot of time getting the home just right. A calm home life is necessary for their emotional equilibrium. From this foundation, they can then protect themselves and the world. When Cancers are happy at home, they can become a great source of nourishment and delightment. They make great hosts, entertainers, and enjoy nothing more than taking care of those around them. They are born to be more excellent cooks. Anything connected with like the hospitality industry, providing nourishment kind of along the way. This allows for any Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising to feel a sense of purpose. So as far as their home life and family life, they feel very deeply connected to this, sort of for better or worse. To their family, that is their origin. These strong connections mean that Cancers often feel personally responsible for the well-being of others. This becomes both a blessing and a curse. On the upside, Cancers are especially warm, loving, and devoted. They enjoy taking care of others, but on the downside, they may feel themselves overly responsible for another person's well-being and then project that onto other people, or based on how they feel how their loved ones should respond. Cancers have a tendency to involve themselves in the emotional lives of others. In doing so, they may lose sight of their own needs. As they become less in touch with their own individuality, they become increasingly more moody. At times, they can be kind of crabby. They tend to react to the slightest trigger, feeling themselves in the middle of situations that may in reality have little to do with them. It's interesting because if you look at the two water signs, we have the Scorpio and the Cancer. They both have hard outer shells, but on the inside, they're quite soft. So it kind of gives it that draining, sort of dysfunctionally type of feeling once you get past the shell. This sort of creates those feelings of obligation and guilt. Learning to separate from feelings from emotion and feelings from responsibility will be very, very key. Remembering what is past is kind of a big concern for Cancers in that they don't traditionally let things go. Cancers may lose themselves in fragments and in memories, and at a deep inner level, they just refuse to let go of certain things. Holding on to past functions can be a way of them resisting that emotional experience. They enjoy losing themselves in a memory of what used to be comfortable and known. On another level, though, Cancer is connected to kind of tradition and continuity. Cancers love to reminisce and retell stories of the past, yet on the downside of that, they can then become too nostalgic, which will prevent them from moving forward. They have quite the vivid imagination, though. This tendency to imagine such can be very acknowledged and developed. So for many of those that actually have a Sun in Cancer, they can be creative and artistic talents as an outlet. This can range from creativity in the kitchen, design around the home, and maybe expressed, maybe building homes, properties, creating businesses from scratch. Cancers have this uncanny sense of business timing, knowing when and where to act. Many business tycoons are born under this sign. Their ability to imagine realistic yet original outcomes is a very powerful trait. I'd like to pivot slightly to a Cancer moon. Because this is a cardinal sign, it is concerned with taking action somehow. They may feel more responsible to impel them to take action into other people's well-being. The moon rules Cancer, as in its own sign. So this amplifies their lunar qualities of emotion, empath, intuitive. They're likely to be strongly driven by emotion and influenced of their ever-changing moods. As the moon is kind of a cycle, so is a Cancer. You're more influenced by their inner cycles than they are about their outward cycles, and they really need to keep their own schedule. For their own well-being, it can be really problematic if they're consistently invested in other people's needs. So they need to ask themselves honestly, if what you know, is it your need or somebody else's? Do they depend upon the relative stance of other people, or are your true desires being met? You're advised to take highly good care of yourself because that emotional sophistication mechanism that you sort of have inside of you is what's going to keep you grounded, and this will help you achieve all of the things that you've been dying to. Visualizing a calm and protective white or pale blue bubble around you is actually pretty helpful. Yoga, maybe even dabbling in some sort of psychic field will sort of help you kind of stay grounded. So Cancer rising is going to be all of the things that we just talked about. It's just more intense. Cancer risings have the best business acumen and they can really do well in an entrepreneurial kind of insight. They bring practicality, caution, yet determined approach to all of their affairs. However, they are highly sensitive. And so when we're looking at Cancers as a whole, their professional or personal life may have a tendency to avoid direct confrontation. They may bring or approach problems sort of sideways in an attempt to negotiate these sort of emotional boundaries. Like I said, their family life is very, very important to them. They likely take the role of responsible caregiver in pretty much any situation. So in general, the gift of Cancer is great success. You need to understand how to ebb and flow of your own cycle, letting your intuition guide you. Your sense of rhythm and timing will lead you to where you need to go. The accuracy of how often and precise instances are is a great asset for you. Trust your feelings, learn to decipher between what is real information and what is just an emotional response. In time, you'll learn how to use this intuition to become a higher form of your knowledge or feelings to be more of a sharper tool. Cancers are known for wanting to put on a harder exterior, like their crab, but on the inside, they are full of emotion and full of that sort of love and being able to tap into the two and kind of bob and weave in and out of them instead of looking at one as a downfall and the other as a strength. They need each other in order to help bring those action-oriented qualities of your sign and push them out into the world. So we really hope you guys enjoyed this look. It was really, really fun to make this one too. So for Cancer, we wanted to go for that natural look, but at the same time be able to capture the intense cycle their emotions go through. On the outside, it seems more sparkly. But the farther in you get, the more you realize that the intense group of emotions that they deal with runs very deep. So we hope you enjoyed this look. This one was really fun. I love kind of capturing our cardinal looks because those are what I would say are the more bold and action powered of their particular sign. So hopefully this cardinal water sign, we did it justice.